Hello, I'm Mxmtoon, but you can call me Maia as well. I'm a musician and I am from Brooklyn, New York.
I wanna be a Mona Lisa. The kind of girl that you can dream of.
I got to Paris yesterday morning, but I don't get to stay long, but hopefully in the future I can come back and visit again. It is my first time, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's so new and so different. I've only been to Europe one time before, so this is very new for me, and I hope I get to come back and explore a little bit more. I did go to Five Guys. I was craving a little bit of home, so I went and got myself a burger. But I mean, I had this incredible lunch the other day, and if you have suggestions of where I should eat, please let me know. I'm here to help promote my next album, Rising, which is my sophomore album. I've been working on it for a really long time, so I'm really happy I get to share it with people soon. Well, thank you. I think I write in a way that is very true to how I would do like a diary entry or a journal. So it makes it really easy to feel personal because it is personal. It's really rooted in my own experiences and stories. And I think, people resonate and understand things that feel vulnerable. And so if I can write in a way that feels accurate to my own experience, I think everyone can find a piece of themselves somewhere in there. I think I started thinking about wanting someone else to write songs for me around last year, and it was during the process of writing Rising and this next album and everything, and I was like, man, this is a lot of work to make an entire album. I really wish someone could just make an album about me instead of having to make an album about myself. And I think, as an artist, we sometimes wonder if anyone else would put the same amount of energy in writing about who we are as we do about people in our lives or our experiences. So I think that was just a question I thought about. And one of the most famous pieces of art that people look to is the Mona Lisa. And so if I could reference that, I tried to do it, and that's how the song came about. Yeah, definitely. It breaks away from, I think a lot of the songs are about, in the past that I've written, are about wanting to hide myself or wanting to fade into the background. And Mona Lisa is really different and kind of wanting to be in the front of it, be the center of attention. And I don't know if I feel like that all the time in my life, but there are days where I think I need a boost and kind of a pickup in my own confidence, and so that song helps me with that. I think that a lot of my songs lend themselves to a larger story that's been told through the past years of being Mxmtoon and writing for that project. I think Fever Dream was kind of the very beginning of writing about my experience being in music, and I think a lot of these songs on Rising are a continuation of that. And I look at this album and think about it almost as like the third installment of my EPs Dawn and Dusk, and how a lot of the themes even go back to the masquerade, and a lot of the songs kind of feel like sisters that are kind of, one of them is a little bit older and talking to the other one that I first wrote, which is exciting. I think, yeah, they're similar lyrically, but I think production-wise they're a little bit different. Yes, I think the 2022 Mxmtoon is definitely looking back at like 2019 Mxmtoon and talking to her. It's true. I mean, it could go back really far. I think it is. This is my first project that I've ever written while not being a teenager. I wrote Dawn and Dusk while I was 19, and so this is a very different project for me because it was the first time that I could no longer talk about my experiences of being a teenager, and I feel like that was a really big part of early Mxmtoon projects, was talking about the struggle of being 18 or being 19, and now I'm 21, which isn't a lot older, but it does feel different. And I think that this next group of songs tries to explain that whole process of growing up and becoming older, and knowing that sometimes the things you're still worried about don't change, but you do, and that's okay. I definitely think it is. It's been almost a full year since I've released a project that is for Mxmtoon. We did the EP for Life is Strange True Colors, but that was part of the soundtrack for that project, and so it's been a minute since I've actually released music solely for myself and for my audience, and I think that it's exciting to remind myself what parts of my job I really enjoy, because I do love streaming and podcasting and doing all those things, but music is the reason that I love my job, and I really got to dive into it with this album, and it had been a minute since I had gotten to do that too, so I'm just really relieved to be back writing. Yeah, definitely. I look at my audience and I know that a lot of them are really similar to me in age and identity, and so I know that while I'm thinking about something that I might be going through of turning 21 and getting older, they're also going through the exact same things. So my hope is that we're all in the same part of our lives right now, and so these songs are gonna resonate and be understood by them really well. I've gotten to sit with these songs on my phone and listen to them since I started making them, but now it's time to put this project into the world and people to listen to it for the first time. Thank you so much. I think, I really feel like on Rising I was able to fully understand what kind of music I wanted to make. Like, the lyrics are very similar to what I've done previously, and my writing style hasn't changed a lot, but production, it has become more complicated and more intricate and kind of fun and goofy even on some songs like Frown. But I think that's really been so fun for me because I finally have the words to describe the way I want my songs to sound, and on the Masquerade I wasn't able to really understand the way I wanted music to sound, but I had a ukulele and I had some production help from my friend Robbie, aka Cave Town at the time, and but this is the first project where I feel like I really understood all the elements that come together when you're trying to make an album and actually act upon them for the first time. So yeah, I think I made something that I wanted to and got all of it done for the very first time. Yes, I've done acoustic songs in the past. I think we're probably going to keep them more like live editions this time. I still carry my ukulele. I brought my ukulele to Paris, and I'll be singing Mona Lisa acoustic later on today, but we don't have any plans to do like acoustic versions of this album. I think that they'll kind of just exist in a live setting. Yeah, I'm going on tour in spring in the US, and I hope later on, hopefully sometime this year, I'll be able to go outside of the country and actually play shows. At the end of the week, I'm playing like a little set in London, and I think my last show actually ever before the pandemic started was in London, so this will be a big kind of homecoming even, like I'm kind of coming back in full circle. I'm excited. I haven't been able to play like an acoustic show in a very long time too. I'm nervous. It's 2 years. I know it's such a long time. I'm nervous, but I think, everyone's just so excited to see shows again, or so excited to see music live. I think everybody's just happy to be together. And I'm sure I'll mess up a little bit when I'm on stage, but that's okay. I'm really proud of myself that I've stuck with it. I think there were a lot of moments where I wasn't sure if music would be the right thing for me, and I applied for architecture programs in university, and I didn't end up going to. And I focused on music, and I think I'm really happy that it's worked out and that I get to do this for my job, and so thankful for people who continue to support me in exploring not just music but also other sides of what I like to do, and being there for all of it. But I don't know, I hope I keep trying to see what else there is. I'm really happy that this next album feels different, and I hope that the ones that come after it even push it even further. Oh my goodness. Just good luck. I feel like, I take it a day at a time, and I just hope I can keep playing shows and hopefully can go around the world more and see more people. Yeah.